Maddie.
Jesse T.
Maddie. In the house. That's my Maddie E in the house dance.
It looked as if you were making it rain. You're like,
But I didn't have any money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's like the land of make believe.
Correct. Candyland is where we live.
Yeah, shoots and ladders.
Shoots and ladders. I don't even think I ever got through a full game of shoots and ladders as a kid. I just wanted to ride the ladder. I wanted to ride the long ladder all the way to the top.
Of course you did.
I wanted to shoot and I wanted to ladder all the way to the top.
But there were shoots like rain shoots. They weren't
What do you mean like rain
they
shoots?
were
There's
like
no rain.
slides. No, they were like slides.
What the hell's a rain shoot?
Like a shoot. Like a chimney.
Like like a gutter?
Yeah.
A rain shoot. Dude, get out of here. Now you're just making stuff up.
All right. Well, that's what.
Yo, weird ass. Speaking of that, yo, like we had the craziest storm here in California
Wait. Okay.
2 days ago.
Before you start on this whole "it's raining in California" thing, I don't want to hear it because last time you're like, "Oh, we have a drought. Oh, it's a drought.
No,
Everyone's
I'm
dying
telling you,
because it's
like
a
it
drought."
is tsunami weather out here.
Okay.
Dude, it was crazy. I'm talking like I get rained a lot. My whole backyard was flooded. Like I'm talking sitting water. I got a pond in my backyard because my ground doesn't know what to do with it. It's soaked up enough water.
Like it's so
So now I was just sitting on
saturated.
my porch. Yo, like I'm talking like it was crazy. The wind was just blowing, just howling at night, just whistling through my house. You know how like when you have like my window seals don't seal properly, and so it's just
Really?
yeah. One of them's bad, and it's in my daughter's room, so I could just hear it whistling in her room. I tried to do everything I could to just lock it in, but I
Hmm.
just hear it on the monitor. I was like, oh, so sad. She slept through it. She was cool with it. It's like a little tune in her ear. But dude, I'm talking crazy. But the coolest thing is, my lights that I put up on my house held strong all the way through the battle.
Nice.
They flipped themselves up into the gutter.
Hmm.
They were like, we're just gonna hold it down here in this little fortress in this gutter, and
And
they
the
held it
chute.
down. They
You're
did,
holding the
yeah,
chute 'cause it's safe
dude.
there.
It's not a chute. It is a gutter. God, get with it. But yeah, they held it down. The few clips that came off a few of the clips, but they didn't like fall off. I thought they were gonna fall off and just be swinging around my house,
Right.
but it worked out. But I'm talking the crazy man. Like trees were down. Like there was a tree that got blown over that pulled up the sidewalk. Like the sidewalk had a huge hump in it from the
Yeah.
roots of the tree. It got real out here in California. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah. I
Power
mean,
stayed on though. Didn't lose any power.
that's good.
So that's a plus. Some minor flooding.
Minor flooding.
Landslides. Dude,
Yeah.
there was landslides. They had people's houses that went in the water. Not where I'm at, but in other places like
Yeah.
LA and all that.
But the thing is that honestly that happens every year because there isn't anywhere for the because there's so much population there. There's nowhere for the water to actually collect and to absorb into the soil. So it happens every
Right.
year.
Yeah. So if you're living on a hill, horrible idea.
Hmm.
I mean, your house looks sweet during the summer months. But when winter rolls around and that rain comes in, you're gonna be houseless.
Yeah.
Homeless? Houseless.
You're gonna be both.
You'll live in a hotel
Yeah.
or with a friend. You can go live with Matt.
Why would I want you at my house?
I don't know. Maybe they're rich people and you just want to accommodate them, and then they'll hook you up later. Dude, think about it. Think
Man,
outside the box.
I need to think outside the box. I need to find rich friends that I can mooch
Kill
off
me.
of apparently.
Yeah, Moochie.
Yeah.
I don't want to update my computer now. Try tonight.
You don't need to do anything with your
Yeah,
computer except buy a new one.
dude. I'm telling you. Every time we're about to cast, like I just get fucking my best friend Rainbow Wheel comes up and
Hmm.
he's just spinning like crazy. And I try to tell him like, hey man, I don't want to play right now, but he's so persistent and he pushes my buttons and then he
Like
locks my screen up.
like now is not the time, buddy. Come back in an
Yeah,
hour.
locks it up. Lock it up. Yeah, so it's been crazy. Weather here has been crazy. Everything is super green. Like it's weird to think that when winter comes in California, everything gets green, as opposed to the rest of the country. When winter comes, everything gets brown. California's just a little off.
Yeah. I mean, you can't win them all, you know.
No, you can't. But it is nice out. Green grass. I have to mow my lawn now.
Mm-hmm.
Mow my lawn in December because there's thick grass everywhere.
Because it thinks it's like springtime.
Right. It's confused because it's not getting cold. Like it's getting like 55 degrees. So it's not. It's like what's going on?
Right.
Yeah. So that's what's been going on here. I won my we had my softball tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
For I played down in the local town here,
Yeah.
and we won pretty much the championship for the entire season.
Nice.
Let me give you a breakdown what happened.
Wait, was this before or after you pulled your hamstring?
No hammy was pulled.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, so successful. No, so this is what happened. I'm out there.
What the?
Is everybody okay?
Everybody's all right.
I pulled my string, my wiring here.
Yeah, so excited.
Nah, so this is what happened. Break it down for you. Bottom of the 7th, right? We're the away team, so we're in the field. Home team's up to bat. We are winning currently by 3 runs.
Okay.
All right. They got bases loaded, so at 2 outs, and the guy that's going to hit the ball, he is the winning run. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what happens. Pitch is tossed, ball is hit. I myself am playing center field. I see the ball in the air, so I'm scurrying. I feel like it's gonna drop in front of me, so I'm scurrying down. Boom, dead sprint, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna win the game. I'm gonna die for this ball, and I'm gonna win the game.
Okay.
So I'm running. I'm like, boom, I'm gonna do it. ESPN, da-na-na, da-na-na. Die for the ball. Hit the ground. The grass is wet. I'm sliding. Completely miss the ball. Completely miss it. Our right fielder comes over. He's backing me up. He runs, grabs the ball, throws it in, throws it to the shortstop. Shortstop gets the ball, and the guy that hit the ball is now rounding third, going to home. Throws it home. We catch him like he's like halfway to home plate. Catcher catches the ball. Pickle. I scream it. Pickle! We come run it in. Tag him out. Win the game. I could have blew it for the entire team right there.
It sounds like you did, actually, and then
But
your
I
buddy had to
didn't
help you
because
out.
but think about it. If I didn't die for the ball and I would have just held up and I would have, just had it drop in front of me, grabbed it, threw it in, then the whole game could have been completely different. Next guy could have came up and hit a base hit and got that guy in. The game would have been over.
It's true, yes.
So you're welcome, team.
Yay, team.
Dude, I slid for probably about 10 feet, though. Like, the grass was just soaking wet, and I was
Like-
just sliding.
Like you dove, slid, and just had your mid.
I don't even remember if I was even close to catching the ball. Like, it's like I blacked out. I just remember leaving my feet and then just sliding on the grass. Like, I don't even know if I even made eye contact with the ball to grab it, whatever.
So, as a person that was not there with you, I'm just going to go ahead and say, no, you were not close to the ball.
But I bet it looked good.
I bet it looked fantastic if you just imagine a ball going into your glove. It
I would have been
didn't,
on cloud
but-
9.
Yeah.
Cloud 9. Either way, champions. I'm in the picture. Mustache and all in its glory. It's looking good. I'll put the picture in the show notes so we can post it up.
Your championship
Dude,
softball
look
team.
at this. Look at the
No,
stash right here. I feel like this is the reason we won. My first at bat, home run, 2-run blast. Like it was nothing. And it's all because of the power of the stash.
I have to look at this
You're
mustache for the next hour, and
Yeah,
it's
you
bothering
do.
me. I don't know how your wife does it. I don't.
Look at it. Everybody at work, like my boss comes up to me, is like, yo, you need to shave that. And I'm just like, think about it though. It just made you happier looking at it. The thing is that nobody looks me in the eye anymore. Everybody looks directly at my mustache like they're talking to it. Well, talk to me. I am a
Like,
human
hey,
being.
buddy,
Treat me as
Hey, buddy,
so.
my eyes are up here.
Yeah. Now I understand what women go through.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey man, don't look at my cleavage. Look at my eyes.
Right.
And now I'm out there. Look at my eyes, not my mustache.
Right.
Just rude.
How do
It's
you?
like that. Like this is like the topic every time I have a conversation with anybody at work. This is the first topic that comes up. Is my mustache.
Really?
I think they're just jealous of the face coat, bro.
I bet that's it. I bet it's they're like me. They're somebody that can't necessarily grow facial hair worth a lick, and they're completely jealous.
Yeah, they just look at it and look at it in all of its glory, and they're just like, man, that is amazing.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's amazing.
You're welcome, America.
Freedom. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is the epitome of America right here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like all you need now is an eagle on the wall behind you.
We can maybe make that
We,
happen.
we can make that happen.
Just like
huh?
American flag background, just waving.
Yeah.
We should do that. That's good. So what's going on with you? What happened over this past week for you?
Nothing. I've actually been working.
Of course,
I know.
nothing happened.
But we talked about this. Not every week can be as amazing as the last. Nothing. I've just really been working this whole. Actually, I've been working all week, so I haven't had time to really do much. But next week, I am off during the week, so I'm excited. I could go out and enjoy myself and do some fun stuff.
Cool.
Get ready for
I got to
Christmas.
see a rocket get launched yesterday.
Oh yeah,
It was actually quite spectacular.
how was that?
I felt like I was in a good vantage point to see it go up. I guess they were putting something into space, but I was over by where they launched it, and I was standing there, and I just watched it. I got a sweet video.
Mhm.
Sweet video. It was actually quite amazing. I feel like I'm a part of history.
That's cool. I remember being like growing up there in Southern California, and like I am nowhere near like where they launched the rockets from,
Uh-huh.
but you can see the contrails from where I lived, right? So
But
imagine being
you just like
hours
see the
away.
tail smoke of it, right?
No, all you see is like the smoke basically as it flies through the air. So imagine being hundreds of miles away from where they launch these things, and then just seeing this like crazy like trail of smoke that just it's not a straight line. It's like
But
all
why do
over
you
the
think
place.
that? Why do you think it looks like it swirls like that? It just because like the movement of the Earth, or what?
Yeah, the movement
Because
of
I
the earth,
imagine
the
it's flying in a
wind.
straight line.
Yeah, it's not flying like this. It's like a plane. If it just flies directly straight. So what happens is the as the Earth rotates and the wind blows the contrails around, just gives this illusion of like chaos. I mean, it is chaos, but it's just the way it is.
Either way, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Especially because it was nighttime when they launched it, and it made the sky look like it literally looked like the sun was rising. Like
Okay.
everything just lit up.
Nice.
It's pretty BA.
Yeah.
I'll post a video. BA.
BA. Yep. So, welcome to episode 32, everyone, of
Episode 32.
the Random Nothing podcast.
Random Nothing Podcast.
Is this good that we do the intro to the podcast 10 minutes into the podcast?
Well, I mean, that way people are aware exactly what episode we're on,
But should we do
in
it?
case they were wondering.
Should we do it at the beginning? Nah, forget it.
I mean,
They know where they're at. They can
every
count.
other show would probably do it at the beginning
Yeah.
to let everybody know. Welcome to episode 32. We have a special guest here, that man J Trav. So we just do it. We're different.
We do it whenever
Couple
we feel like
oddballs.
to.
Couple weirdos.
Yeah. So episode 32, we got some good things to talk about. There has been some things happening this week in the world, and we'll talk about that. So let's go. Let's jump into this.
Just so everybody's aware, I just made it to level number 567 of Candy Crush, holding it down.
Bro.
Literally the best thing I could possibly make it to.
Okay, you bring up Candy Crush, right?
Yeah.
I want to let you know of an article that I read this past week, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a member of the English Parliament, right? So basically, like the political system. He's a representative for the political system in England.
So he works in the Parliament building.
Uh, yeah, he may. It's just
Right
yeah,
next to Big Ben.
yeah. He's a member of parliament. It says MP Nigel Mills. Okay, so what it was says is this article was saying that for 2 hours, I think it's at 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours during a government meeting, this MP Nigel Mills was seen playing Candy Crush during work.
Nice.
Like
Probably the best.
it wasn't even during work. It was during like political meetings for the government.
So he's having like an actual legit, like this is business meeting, and he's just like, I'm just gonna crush it up real quick.
Yeah.
For 2 hours though, I feel like that's a very long time to be crushing. He's paying for his crush lives at that point.
And maybe I don't know. Yeah,
So
I don't have a clue. I don't know why. Like it does. I mean
so
I
did
don't know.
somebody rat him out, or did somebody walk in like, hey man, I seen you fucking crushing for 2 hours here. How about you get with the meeting here?
Yeah, well, basically somebody said that somebody has seen him, and they provided the videotape to the Sun, which is a news tabloid in England, and then they're the ones that put it out. So
You say somebody videotaped him?
yeah, like in Congress, like in those meetings, they have videotapes, and they can watch what's going on. I mean, we
What
do.
kind of meeting was it? Was it something that they can be recording like that?
Yeah, like they were like in the United States, they record C-SPAN.
Well, I'm just
And you
saying,
can
like,
watch.
so somebody that was in the meeting leaked that video of whatever it is to whoever.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. The article doesn't specify how they got it or who gave it to them or any of that.
So is this dude getting in trouble for crushing during the meeting?
It doesn't say. But I thought of you. I thought of you when I read this was like, this guy is so addicted. He's at work, helping the taxpayers of England, and he's like, nah, I got more important things to do, like play Candy Crush.
See, I don't do it during like important situations. I do it more of like when I have leisure time. I'm waiting for something.
Like it's a red
Nothing's
light.
going
And you
on.
pull out your phone. You're like, do 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 do.
Well, I wouldn't say at a red light because then, you know what I mean, I'm driving. If I was a passenger, maybe. But I'm not going to let it take. I mean, I probably get in trouble more at home playing because I'm at home and I'm
Yeah.
playing and my wife's talking to me and everything. And I just respond and I'm like, yeah. And then probably like I get done with my life and I was like, what did you just say? She was like, you're not even listening. And she yells at me over and over. She said, you're playing that stupid game. I'm going to delete it from your phone. No, you're not. No, you're not.
What would you do if she deleted it?
I'd probably be very sad.
Would
Dude,
you?
567. 567.
If she was just like, you're starting over at zero.
I don't think she would, but man, I don't know. It's it might be the way to go to get me to stop playing it.
Would you cry? That's the question. Like all that
I don't
time.
think I
Like,
would cry.
all
I mean,
that time you put into it, and then it's just
if I was
gone.
12, I might, but I'm a grown ass man, and so I'd probably just be like, dude, that sucks. Like, I'm kind of upset. I'd probably be a little salty for a few days.
How much time do you think you play? Like how long does a life last?
Well, I mean, it depends on the level. You get 5 lives. That's your max life
Right.
ability, right?
Uh-huh.
So I usually play those 5 lives, and once I'm done with those 5 lives, it takes a half hour for each life to come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll play those 5 lives. It may take me 10 minutes, right? Maybe
Yeah.
longer, 15 minutes, depending on the level.
Yeah.
And then once I'm done with that, then I don't play pretty much for the rest of the day. So I really only play like a couple times a day.
So you're not like playing those 5 lives and then waiting the extra 20 minutes until a live comes back
No,
to
like
play a
I'm
game?
not on a countdown.
Hmm.
Fucking
Like
final countdown.
you got Siri on a timer that's like, hey, every 20 minutes go off so I can play my game.
So I know that my life is ready to go.
Right.
No,
Hey,
I don't
you know
get
what?
that crazy.
Good for you, man. At least you're not doing crack.
Hey, Candy Crush, my anti-drug.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And we talked about it. You don't pay for the lives, so you're not
Yeah,
losing anything.
I'm not wasting money,
No, just time, which you can't get back. So have fun.
which we spoke of last week and said that time is worth more than money.
It is. Yes.
I was out here wasting it.
Just like that's me throwing it in the trash. Like
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, well, this week we're actually I was gonna tell you I'm actually gonna be having my Christmas this week.
Oh, nice. Wait, this week?
Yeah, cause I'm right this week, like as in tomorrow, which is yesterday for when this episode drops.
Yeah.
Weird, weird how time works.
So we're in the
But
future
yeah,
then.
well, because I'm leaving next weekend to go to my mom's house in Texas for the
Mm-hmm.
holiday. So we figured we're gonna have Christmas early here, so I can have all my gifts and I can give all the gifts prior to us leaving. Because you always have Christmas early, you never have Christmas late. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna have Christmas other than the day of Christmas, it's gonna be before the day of Christmas rather than after the day of Christmas. It's logic,
You know, they do the same thing for birthdays.
right? Because nobody wants to celebrate after the fact.
Right.
It's like if your birthday's on a let's say a Monday, falls on a Monday, you're gonna celebrate that Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
You're
not
not gonna
waiting
be
the
like,
next
well,
week.
I'll wait till next weekend to celebrate after I'm already 45.
45. So you're
I
45 now.
just I just figured, well, I figured that's your age, so I just thought maybe.
Yeah, so what we're doing
But
is
yeah,
we're multiplying mine by 2, then timesing it by pi, and we're getting my
correct.
age? Okay.
3.14.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was talking to my wife about it because she was like, well, why don't we wait closer to when we're gonna leave? And I'm just like, no, we have to do it on Sunday. We kind of got into an argument about it because I think I have a problem. More or less, I like whenever I buy gifts, whenever they come to I order them, they come to my house. I want to give them right now. I want you to have them right now. Like I can't keep the surprise in anymore. Like I just want you to be like, here, I got this for you. Open it up. Do you like it? Great.
Like the anticipation of knowing the reaction of somebody is far
Yeah,
too
like I
great
want
for
it.
you just to keep it a secret.
Yeah, I want you to have it now.
Mm. I can see that. I tend to be like that. Like I'll ask, because I'm an analytical guy, right? So
Oh, are you?
yeah, it's slightly analytical.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when it is my birthday and Christmas, and somebody, like say for instance, my wife buys me something for Christmas, which she doesn't. But on the off chance she does, I will start to ask questions about whatever it is, right? But I'll ask questions, not specific questions like, is it red? Is it black? Is it large or small? Whatever. But I'll ask questions um, about like,
And she answers these questions.
no, she doesn't. But the reaction that she gives me, I am able to
Oh, you go off of
determine. Yeah, I go off of nonverbal cues. I'm able to determine
pure
what it
facial
is.
expression.
Yes. Yeah.
He knows. So what do you mean on the off chance that she gets you a gift? You guys not get each other gifts? What do you guys
No, we
high five
don't.
each other on Christmas morning?
Um, Yeah, well, besides being Santa Christmas morning, we don't
I got you
necessarily.
this cup of coffee. Here's breakfast.
Well,
Merry
no, we
Christmas.
we just don't exchange gifts. Like, uh, our kind of our attitude is, if I really want something, I'm going to buy it. I don't need Christmas or my birthday to be special days to be like, hey, here's
Right, but
that clock you always
that's the
wanted.
fun part. That's the fun part, the anticipation of the things that you want and the surprise. It's not see the thing is about gifts,
Mm.
especially between significant others. It's not really asking like, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" It's more or less just picking up on cues of what somebody's saying, what somebody likes, or what you know that the person would like, even if they don't want it nor ask for it. You knowing what they like and you get it for them, and then it's like, "This is sweet, sweet surprise. I can use this. This is awesome." Not necessarily saying, you know what, I really want that, so I'm going to wait for Christmas for you to get this for me.
Well, you see, I okay. So I guess I should tell a story. My wife is going to listen to this, and she's going to be like, "I hate you," and I'll be like, "I'm sorry. It's just the way it is." So my wife and I were dating, and we were like 18. I think we were both out of high school. So we're dating, and my house, I worked the night shift, and so I needed an alarm clock, right? So
Right.
I had two alarm clocks. Okay, one
That's kind
alarm.
of excessive.
Well, let me explain why. So one alarm clock, the actual alarm clock function didn't work on the alarm clock, right? But the sleep function, where it allowed you to listen to like an hour of music, did, right? The other the other alarm clock, it was the opposite. The alarm didn't work, or I'm sorry, the sleep function didn't work, but the alarm did. So they were complementing each other. So I had two
Right.
alarm clocks.
One couldn't work without the other.
Yes. So for my birthday, mind you, I think I'm like 18. I may have been 19. I don't remember. She had bought me an alarm clock to replace the two alarm clocks that I had. Right?
Right.
Good thought. Good on you. I was like, why would you buy that? My system works. I have two alarm clocks. I don't need a third alarm clock.
Well, no, because the third one's going to replace the two that you have sitting right there looking stupid.
Right, but
This one has blue lettering. This one has red.
But that's the thing is, I did like in my 19-year-old
What if the
mind,
what if
I
the
didn't
clock
need
times
it.
were off? Like what if you woke up in the middle of the night and you look over and one says 12:38, the other one says 12:40. Like like what time is it?
They were set. At the
I don't
same
know.
time.
No, they were not set. How are you going to set two clocks at the exact same time?
You've never
Next
set
question.
clocks to the same time?
I have, right? But
Okay.
they're always going to be a little bit off, whether it be by 30 seconds or something like that. So one's going to click. It's going to be a few seconds later, the other one's going to click.
Well,
So what if you wake up and you look and it's two different times?
I can solve that answer. Like, here's the answer to that problem.
Having one clock?
I don't have OCD, so it doesn't bother me if one's off by a fraction of a second.
I just don't want to look at two clocks.
Anyway, so that was the thing. It's like, you buy me a gift. I don't need it. I already have two alarm clocks. Now I have a third. And so it's just kind of been
So you got
running.
upset with her for buying you a clock
I did, yes.
that you desperately needed to serve as both of the functions that you were looking for?
I guess if you put it that way, yes.
Why the hell did you buy me this?
And that was pretty much...
Because your system sucks. That's what she should have said.
Well,
Your system sucks.
This is the conversation we had. I get it. So yeah, so since then we basically don't buy each other gifts.
How do you know that she doesn't want gifts? Now you're out here just because
Well, because
you suck
the
at
thing is
being a gift receiver. Now that she's not getting anything.
Well, no, the thing is like I'll buy something that she needs. Like, hey, we might need a new computer. So do you want a new computer? I can buy you one. And she's like, nah. Like she's very frugal. So spending money on a new phone, which she desperately needs, she doesn't want me to spend the money to buy the phone. See what I'm saying?
Your house feels like it's just surprises are just been sucked out. Zero fun is had. No surprise. Hey, I'm around the corner, so they're gonna walk. So they know that they're there whenever you walk around.
Yeah.
There's no surprise in your house.
No, I bought last year, right, for last Christmas. I bought a gift for her. Right. So this
Did
was
she
the
know
gift.
that she was getting this gift?
Oh, I told her what the gift. I told her that she was buying something, that I was buying something, and she would absolutely love the gift that it was. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So actually, let me go get it, and then I'll show you, and then you'll be like,
Oh,
"What
no.
the?" Okay, hold on.
WTF.
Let me mark. Let me make a marker here.
Marker.
Hold on.
Da 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 ba 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 da da. I feel like I should do some kind of like waiting music. Do, 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 do. Here I sit alone with my thoughts. Matt ran off to get a pot. Here he's back. Put his headphones in.
Yo,
Hey,
man.
Matt.
Hey,
It's
man,
you
I've been
again.
gone. I've been gone for 3 seconds. You already playing Candy Crush.
No, man. I was keeping the listeners entertained.
Oh, so
You're welcome.
Am I gonna have a fun time when I come back? When I re-listen to this? All right. So,
Yeah.
can you see this?
Oh, we talked about
You remember
this.
Yeah.
This we talked about. I think like episode 10 or
Was it?
something. You put
The
yeah. You
magical-
put the
the map
the,
trophy.
s- the squiggle line.
Yeah.
This is the route that I took every time that I left my house to get to your house.
Right. So now
sweet.
that has become her alarm clock.
A squiggle?
No, but I'm saying that's become her alarm clock gift. Like I bought it.
Oh,
got
she's
me-
looking at it like, why'd you
What
get
is this? Why are you buying? me
Why
this?
y'all quit getting each other? Well, her idea of getting you a gift was smart and logical. Yours is just like sweet but weird. For the listeners that don't know, Matt got a metal squiggly line stuck onto a wooden block. The squiggly line represents the route that Matt would take from his house to his wife's house when they were dating.
Yeah.
Am I correct, Matt?
Yes, that is correct. I'll put
So,
I'll put a link of it in the show notes so people can see.
I mean, the thought behind it is absolutely adorable and so sweet. But it's at the same time, it's just like, I mean, I guess it's a great conversation starter. People come to your house and like, why do you have a squiggly line stuck to a wooden board? And then you can go into it.
Yeah.
But you all being the
You act-
introverts you are, nobody's coming over to your house for anybody else to see
This is
this.
true. Like you act as if it's a wooden block with a nail in it. Like
It's literally pretty much what it is. They took like a 12-inch nail and they just bent it up and stuffed it in there. It's just, now that's art.
no, that's now I on next week's podcast I have a now that's art article for you.
I'm excited for it.
Yes.
I'm gonna look forward to it.
I'm writing it right now. Look up this article. We'll just let you know that it involves R. Kelly.
That's not art.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna
Now
say.
that's disgusting. Yeah, let's not share that with the listeners.
No, I'm going to. I'm putting it in the notes right now.
So the other day when I was driving, I was on the highway, and as I was cruising down the street, I happened to take a glance over to my right,
Okay.
and I see this little Prius, right? People that are just they're worried about the environment and everything like that, so they get a Prius. I'm just thinking like, okay, got your hybrid. I look inside, I see the two people sitting in the front, and then I see this thing coming up between them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's an object that's coming up between where the two seats in the front. And I look harder. They put a Christmas tree inside their Prius, so now the top of the tree is coming up between them. Like it's a real Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And they put it inside their Prius as opposed to like strapping it to the top or something. I'm just thinking like logically, y'all are stupid. One, why would you put it inside? You couldn't you're going to get a tree. Bring rope.
And a blanket. Put it on top.
Yeah. Maybe I guess they didn't want to scratch it up, didn't have rope, and they're like, oh, we can fit it. Are you kidding me? You have a Christmas tree in your Prius right now.
Maybe.
Do you know that?
Maybe. Maybe they didn't have a friend that had a truck. Because if they got a Prius, all their friends got Priuses, right? So they don't have a friend that has a truck. Now they're like, what do we do? Let's just shove it in.
Just shove it in.
Yeah.
It's a horrible idea. Kind of makes me think about this this article that you have posted here about these the Greenpeace people.
Oh, Greenpeace. They're probably some of my favorite like activists in the world.
Except when they do really stupid things.
Well, that's why they're kind of my favorite activist in the world. Like this is the kind of the same group, like not Greenpeace, but there are environmentalist groups that go around like burning SUV car dealerships. Right? Have you seen these guys?
So
like,
put the toxins in the air.
Yeah, like you guys want to save the environment, and yet here you are.
So let's ruin it.
Destroying everything. Okay. And that's,
I mean, and don't get us wrong. We're all for people saving the environment and doing their part and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not going to be the extensive activist that a lot of environmentalists and everything are, but I feel like some of the things they do are a bit extreme and not fully thought out.
right. Well, I like to think of myself as a conservationist. Like I want to conserve.
I like that.
Conserve
A
what we
conservative.
have. I don't want to go out and just plunder the resources that we have. Okay.
Right.
I was actually, side note, I was actually part of a high school organization that tried to prevent the construction of a housing development next to our high school.
So you were out there picketing?
I went to the school board and spoke on behalf of the organization to help prevent the housing development because the school
And you're out there.
wasn't big enough to support the additional growth from the housing development. Does that make sense?
But you wouldn't even be at that school any longer by the time that the housing development was populated.
No, I was there. Yeah, I was there.
So you're out there, hell no, we won't go.
No,
Hell no, we won't go. Get
no,
out of here right now.
no. Well, I just went to the school board and talked to the school board, the president and all that. And,
Did the housing development get built?
yeah, they basically tore down they tore down hundreds of acres of orange groves and then built a housing track and a golf course.
So you feel like your voice was heard then?
Yeah, it was ignored completely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
so
that's this
Greenpeace.
article.
All right, so Greenpeace. Greenpeace does good things for the environment, but sometimes the tactics that they use are completely foobarred, right?
Right.
So Greenpeace recently went down to Peru. All right, so in Peru, they have these giant like sand drawings, and basically what they are is they're thousands of years old, and they're like etchings in the ground. And they're gigantic. Okay.
How
Um,
I'm just wondering how are these if they're thousands of years old, how are if they're just etchings in the ground, how are they just still
because nobody's gone
there?
out there to disrupt them.
I'm just saying there's not been like a storm or something of sorts.
No, 'cause- well, it's a
Are
very
these like etchings like in because I mean I imagine it's like dirt, right? Of sorts?
yeah, and I believe they use rocks and things like this. But it's the type of soil and ground that it is that it allows for the change of colors to be preserved.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, so it's in Peru, the country of Peru, and they're called the um, Nazca. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's Nazca. All right, and it's like the site. So it's a World Heritage Site. So what the Greenpeace activists decided to do was like, hey, we're going to go out onto this site and put these gigantic banners out on the ground, and we're going to write in the ground, "Time for change. The future is renewable. Greenpeace." And they put these giant yellow banners on the ground, and then so
But
basically you can see it from
this is
space.
like sacred ground though, isn't it?
Yes, like this stuff is so important to the Peruvian government that they do not let world leaders go there. They don't let top officials go there. Nobody goes into this area because it's so preserved because they don't want people to disrupt the stuff that's been there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like because they have something in there where basically like the only way that usually are able to see it is like they do tours, but you do it by like air, like you have to be flown in there, and
Yeah,
you can look down and you can see the markings and everything on the ground.
right.
So I'm just wondering, like, if this is so sacred, like, why don't they have like some kind of something standing guard where these idiots can't come out there and ruin it?
Well, they said they came up at night. They arrived at night, and so they just showed up and drove their trucks.
And so they walked all over the sacred ground and put this huge sign on there.
Yeah, basically they're the first like footprints into this area in like 1,000 years. And they will be there for another 1,000 years because nobody goes in there and they can't. They're not going to cover them up. So these people, these Greenpeace activists went in there and basically destroyed the entire area from a historical perspective. And
Time for
then
change. We're gonna fuck this place up.
yeah, and then they're all they did in response was, "We're sorry." Eh,
No.
like
How are you gonna go into a sacred where they don't even allow like top officials or people of importance in this area? You come in there and you put these huge signs in there, and then you just no. There, I guarantee they're gonna have lawsuits or something like that.
yeah, and actually the Peruvian government is trying to they're talking about pressing charges against them for the
Well, they
fact that
should.
they've destroyed this area.
I'm just saying, sometimes they need to think about things before they do it. Like like they always want to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like all the activists and environmentalists, and everything, they always want to make a statement. But it's just like shit like this is like think it through.
Right.
Think about what you're doing. Learn about the area before you decide I'm going to go in there and start messing with all this crap.
Right. Yeah, I mean
Stupid.
it's sad because you think about it, it's like that stuff is they talk about it being back to like 2,000 years old and like people working on these things like you can't replace something that's been there for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
They just come in and be like, ah, we don't care, walk all over it. Makes no sense. And these things are massive. Like they're so big that you can see them from the sky.
Yeah, I see this picture that they had on here. It's humongous.
Yeah. So
What are you gonna do? How about if you're an activist, you just think through. Be like
yeah,
Matt. Just go talk to a board.
bored.
Yeah, didn't you go talk to the school board there?
Oh
Go
yeah,
on.
yeah, the school board. Yeah,
Just have your voice not heard like Matt.
yeah. Well, see, the thing is that they're just trying. Basically, they're just trying to up the ante from the last, thing that they did, and so it's like, eventually, how big can you get before you just end up not being part of your cause? That's like PETA. Like PETA, um, has been, talked about in the past for like, they're trying to save animals, but then they go to save these animals, and then they end up putting them to sleep and putting them down, putting them to sleep. It's like you're trying to help the animals, and now you're putting them down. Like you're contradicting yourself here. That's. I mean, it kind of is what it is.
Everybody just wants their voice heard.
Yeah. Hey, it's our podcast.
Boom.
Boom. Next question. Okay.
I've actually had some people coming up to me asking me exactly how to start a podcast and how to get into it. And I try to tell them that there's a lot more that goes into it than just a couple of guys just sitting there BSing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really what we do
Right.
is BS.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit more that goes into it, that's for sure.
Yeah. So what do we got here? Let's see. Yeah, so that's really all I had for that. It was have your voice heard, but do it in a correct way. It's pretty much lesson learned. Greenpeace, thank you. Oh,
Smooth.
yeah. So you got anything else?
Well, actually, I've been actually shopping around. I got my because I'm going down to Texas here coming up. Like I said, this next week for Christmas and everything. But while I'm down there, I'm going to be doing some hunting.
Okay.
And so I asked for Christmas. I actually asked for something for my wife is a GoPro camera.
Oh yeah.
And so I've been looking at all this stuff about these GoPro. Dude, there's so much stuff that goes into these GoPros, man. Like I was looking for like these mounts and everything. Like it's ridiculous
So you're getting
how
one
much
then.
like. Well,
I
yeah.
asked for a GoPro.
I got it out of my wife to tell me that she was getting it for me because I told her I was like, if you're not going to get this for me, I'm going to buy it myself.
Yeah.
And so she decided to let me know that she was getting it for me. I don't know which one I got, but I know that I'm getting one,
Do you have a preference?
and that's kind of the reason. What's that?
Do you have a preference? Like, because they range. Like, it's a big gap in the price range there.
Well, right, and I just want like I did the reviews and everything. I mean, any one would really work out fine for the recordings and everything that I want to do because I'm not going to be doing nothing like extreme sporting or anything like that. It's really just something I'm going to set up in the tree with me or whatever that could film me and film my hunt and all that stuff. So it's nothing like that, but yeah. So that's kind of the reason why I wanted to have Christmas early because since I know that I'm getting this, I want it early. So then I can play with it prior to me going down there, and I can have a full understanding exactly how it works.
I like your thought process there.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
That's what I thought, and that's why I push for Christmas to be tomorrow.
You should just make like random videos, like just completely like idiotic things to do.
Just stupid stuff and
Yeah.
post them up.
Right. I have something I'm gonna do, and when the time is right, I am going to make this video, and I'll show you the video. It's based off of last week's Snow Angel Challenge that we put out there.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So-
I gotta get my Snow Angel challenge. Everybody out there, get your Snow Angel challenge up.
Snow
I want to see the
Angel
videos,
Challenge.
pictures, whatever.
I'm going to do mine this week probably, and I hope to record every bit of it.
Where are you gonna go to do it?
I can't tell you that
Oh, it's quite the
Because-
surprise.
because now I might
I
actually
mean, you're
have
actually
to.
gonna surprise me, huh?
I might actually have to wait to put this out until after I do the Snow Angel Challenge, just so my wife doesn't listen to it. Because when she
Huh.
does listen to it, and she realizes what I'm going to do, she's going to be completely upset.
So you're gonna do something that's gonna upset your wife for the Snow Angel, for the cause of the Snow Angel
Yes,
challenge.
I am.
I like it
Yeah, just wait.
because I'm not the one that's going to get yelled at.
No,
You are.
I'm going to. I'm going to record the whole thing, just so
Perfect.
everybody can see it.
Perfect. Well, it's exciting.
You're
Yeah,
welcome,
Snow Angel
world.
Challenge. Everybody out there, if you live by any kind of snow or anything like that, get out there in your skibbies, do your Snow Angel. What is it for? Our enjoyment?
S&Gs.
Yeah, just for S&Gs, shits and gigs,
Mhm.
P&Ls, poops and laughs.
Yep. Damn.
Hashtag TM.
Oh.
So yeah, get your Snow Angel. I'm gonna get my. I gotta figure out exactly how I'm gonna do mine because I'm nowhere near snow,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna figure something out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it happen. Maybe we'll get like a bunch of ice cubes.
You could do ice cubes.
We'll figure it out.
That's a lot
No.
of ice cubes.
I'd rather. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe not. We'll see.
I think I have one solution to this, and it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be
Well,
epic.
one can only hope.
Yeah, like you're gonna watch this, and you're like, I'm gonna watch this video 100 more times because you'd be like, no way he just did that. I'd be like, yep, just did that.
Well, perfect. I'm excited. Our listeners are excited.
I hope so.
It better be something worthwhile. You better not be just pulling my chain. I'm gonna look at him like you're ridiculous.
I might actually get divorced after this. We'll just put it that way.
Well, let's say maybe you should rethink it. Just tell your wife I'm gonna do something, and you're gonna be really mad after. Just to
I
kind of
can't do that.
soften the blow.
No, I'm not gonna tell her anything. I'm just gonna do it.
All right. Are you gonna make it a holiday tradition?
No, this won't be a holiday tradition.
I see.
Yeah.
I've almost completed all my Harry Potter movies. I'm one movie away from
Nice.
the 8th movie. I'm on the 8th movie now. So once it's done, the holiday tradition is now over.
Yeah.
And I have to wait again until next year to watch all the movies again.
You should space them out so that you end on Christmas Day.
No, because the Christmas Story comes out on New Year's Eve, and it plays for 24 hours, and so I have to make sure that I watch A Christmas Story. Because on Christmas Day, I'm spending the time with everybody, the family, and all that stuff, and I'm not going to want to watch Potter. So I do it like the week beforehand.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm on the 8th movie. 8 movies in. It's just so great. I love it. It's a great series.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, I enjoy them.
I mean, Radcliffe's a horrible actor. Still in the 7th movie, still horrible. But you got Emma Watson and whoever plays Ron Weasley.
The other guy.
Yeah, they hold it down.
That's good.
So good. If I could be a wizard, I would. Wish my wand. Anyway, moving on. Perfect.
I got nothing. Hey.
Got nothing else?
All right. So, thanks everyone for listening to episode 32. If you guys want to get in contact with us or find show notes or watch our new video cast, you can go to rnp.me. There you can find everything, links to everything that we have and whatnot. So again, thanks for listening. Episode 32, Random Nothing Podcast. Jesse?
Tell your friends, have a listen. Snow Angel Challenge, put it up. Maybe we'll send you guys something. I don't know yet. Do it for S&Gs. Snow Angel Challenge. Get it in.
Yeah.
We're out.
in. Bye.
Peace.